welcome to my channel. It's complicated, just call me Kay. I'm in my car today, and actually I'm very happy to be in my car today, and I will have to explain, but before I do so, I'm just saying, first of all, I would say overall, my daughter interrupted me with a phone call just when I was about to start. And then I'm sitting here talking and not realize that after I got the phone call and start the video, I didn't start it. So, so I'm just getting used to all of this. But I would say that overall things have been up and up. I would say health-wise. But however, I'm an entrepreneur and I have an online resale business, and the thing is with that, during the summer we go through a thing called summer slowdown. I guess it's just like oops, I'm going into a parking lot, sorry. Trying to get into this parking space, woman. But anyways, I go through this, well, the online community normally go through this thing called, let me try to get in this parking lot, summer slowdown. And I really haven't went through a summer slowdown before. And I started my business, before I go into it, if you want to support my business, it's called Fashion Euphoria. It's a pink and green logo. You will see it. It's noticeable. And I'm on Poshmark and I'm on Mercari. And also I'm Fashion Euphoria too on eBay. So if you want to support me, go visit. And if you haven't shopped on either one of those platforms, I think particularly Mercari and Poshmark, I have a I guess like a discount code or something. I will put it on a video, I'll put it in my description, and you can use that and save money one way or another. But anyways, I would say the summer slowdown has really gotten to me. It kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of caused a little burnout, because my sales, first and foremost, when I look at the overall scale of my business right now, I mean, I don't have a lot of inventory. I have a little bit over 350 in Mercari and Poshmark, and over 271 on eBay. And the reason for that is because I started my business in 2022, and ever since then, up until January of this year, I was part-time. So it was great, you know, trying to get a little income, supplemental income and things of that nature. But I will say now, you know, I'm full-time. So I'm sitting here trying to get my business growing, and kind of had little hiccups here and there in my personal life, which of course, kind of affect my business. So I was doing good, and making, I kind of feel bad to say it. Thank God I got another income. I got another form of income that come in each month. So, that's great. And then I've got this business, and I mean, I guess I can say, when I started full-time trying to grow it, I made close to $2,000 in earnings. So, and that's just like Poshmark, for example. So I know I made over $2,000 each month. But I would say May, I was like, yes, my business growing, yes. And then my business kind of slowed down in a little bit of June, and I would say July, it seemed like, you know, oh my God. I'm just trying to stay optimistic, but it is so hard to try to stay optimistic during this time because, I mean, when you used to making a certain amount and then it's like, you're like, oh my God, you know? And now I think on Mercari, I didn't make any sales on Mercari this month. Up until last week. I made one sale last week on Mercari. I was like, yes, I guess that's a sign that summer slowdown is over. Kind of like the Groundhog's Day. If the groundhog, I guess, comes out the ground or whatever, it's spring or whatever. We'll get an early spring or however it is. I don't know. But I'm like, okay, I guess the summer slowdown is over now because, hey, I got a sale on Mercari. And my sales have started to increase. And that's great. So, but I'm like, look, August come. I know I can make a bunch of money in August. So, one of my goals, I would say the major goal, is to get my business up and running. As far as selling, not up and running, I'm like, it's up and running already, but just kind of grow it at another rate, or however. I'm planning on just trying to get it up into thousands, not thousands, probably a little bit over 1,000, maybe 2,000, probably towards the end of December, because I'm like, look, I can do this. And it's possible. I ain't gonna explain all my little business that's, you know, going on or whatever, but you know, I'm gonna have to put an investment, a huge investment, into doing so. And then I'm planning on, you know, getting the storage unit, so my garage, you know, I won't have to use my garage anymore. And my daughter, she's 15 years old. She's excited. She want to work for me and things of that nature. So I'm planning on hiring her as an employee. My mouth feels so dry, and my bottle fell on the floor just a moment ago. And yeah, my daughter, she's excited, and that'll be a big help, especially like steaming clothes, get all the wrinkles out and things of that nature, and like get her started with that, and then just kind of train her up, you know. And also, I would like to have a virtual assistant by the end of the year to kind of help me list, as far as, you know, them doing drafts and things of that nature. And only thing I need to do is just review it, price the item, and, you know, go from there. And another thing I thought about, I'm not sure if anybody else, you know, do this in the online resale business. I'm like, next summer, first of all, I'm planning on saving a lot of money for next summer, because I don't see a reason to really go hard during the summertime. I just don't. I mean, because this summer here, it was just, your girl almost started to look for at least a part-time job. I'm like, no way, no how. I don't feel like begging, because to me, honestly, it feels like begging. Please hire me. I'm this, and you know, half the time, you know, it seemed like I don't feel like doing all that. And, you know, and I feel like on both ends, the employee and employer, kind of, you know, of course we ain't telling the whole truth as far as the job. Like, hey, look at me. Hire me, you know, I know everything perfectly. And then employer, well, this is the best place you can work at. And then, you know, in the background, it's toxic as hell. So I'm like, no, So basically, I'm thinking about just slowing my business down a whole lot during like June and July. You know, I may, you know, I'm want to spend that time probably going on a vacation, road trip, you know, just enjoy yourself, you know, and then, you know, you're still kind of doing some work, maybe buying a few items, you know, because, you know, it's the summertime. A lot of people are not, you know, doing online shopping, at least in the resale community. And people out enjoying themselves. They, you know, vacationing, barbecuing, fishing, going to the lake, swimming, whatever, you know. They enjoy themselves. So it wouldn't make sense, you know, for me at least, to go as hard as I will and have, you know, in August, September, October, November, December, and then all the way up to, you know, May. It just, and then you spend a whole lot of money, and you're like, well, am I spending all this money for? Because I know I'm not a luxury reseller per se. I mean, I do have a couple of luxury items in my closet, but I'm not, in a sense, a luxury item or a luxury item reseller. So, you know, I would say a lot of times my clothes would average about $30, you know, so which is pretty good. But I'm like, shorts, you know, average pair of shorts on resale is like, it's not a lot. And where I live, my Goodwills do not do any discounts or sales, and to me they're expensive. And I noticed since I started in 2022, they raised the prices. I'm like, so I'm have to be like really, really picky as far as buying certain things. And I know recently I ordered a couple of boxes of J. Crew and Chico's, and I'm telling you, these hoes made me mad, because a lot of the items were like blouses and shirts and things like that. I'm like, I mean, the cost per item is really low, but I'm like, I'm trying to make a decent amount of money. I'm not trying to be a reseller that have to sell tens of thousands of things, you know, like, for example, a Walmart or whatever. I want to kind of be like, I will say a Kohl's, or maybe JC Penney's or something, that is not expensive, but you're not trying to push out a whole bunch of items just to make some money, because the items are, you know, a lot cheaper than what you would get at Kohl's. And so yeah, and I thought about in the future, you know, if I'm able to do it or whatever, probably focus more on luxury items as well. You know, I'm probably will get into that maybe next year or sometime, you know, whatever. But that's just not ideal. So that's what I'm thinking about. I'm like, dude, I'm probably just gonna go and you know, probably not buy a whole lot of things during the summer. You know, still try to promote myself, you know, send offers and all that type of stuff. But even then, it's like shorts. Oh, I probably have to do some type of boutique, as far as maybe a seasonal type of boutique. I don't know, just think about it, because I feel like it's worth selling, like, for example, swimsuits. Because I normally when I sell a swimsuit, I make a decent amount of money, and you know, 100% of the time they're, you know, new with tags. So, you know, I make a good amount of money for that. So, I don't know, I might have to just draw up some plans and probably think about doing some boutique or whatever, a seasonal type of boutique, like in the summer, you know, sell like swimsuits, shades, you know, probably things of that nature. It may include like some like play accessories, like pool accessories and things like that. I probably, you know, I'm gonna probably have to go home and like do some type of brainstorming or whatever on that one. And you know, like Christmas items, and you know, the holiday type of items, you know, stuff like that in at least the Poshmark boutique. And trying to get this real quick. It charged a little bit. I wanted to my little watch. I need a wristband for it. Another wristband. This one is kind of starting to be a little janky, but I at least wanted to count some of my steps that I've made. But I'm gonna hurry up and go in, and tomorrow I'm excited. I get my hair done, you know, not nothing fancy, just, you know, mainly get it blown out and, you know, having to trim it. That's basically what it's for, just to have a trim so my hair can continue to grow. And oh yeah, about the car, I mentioned I end up getting a flat tire. So your girl was basically stuck at home. You know, I really don't do Ubers and all that because they're so expensive. So yeah, so I finally got I actually got 2 tires replaced today. And I knew they needed to be replaced because it was that time. It's part of maintenance, you know, and I'm not willing to buy a new car right now because I feel like my business has to grow dramatically, and I want to go ahead and structure it, you know, as a LLC by next year. So I would think it'd be easier for me to, you know, be a CEO or an employer of my business versus, you know, using it as my personal income. And they like me, you know, the financiers are like, okay, where's your job? Ooh, this is so risky, you know, that type of thing. So I plan on doing that. But yeah, I hated it. My car was so freaking, hold on. Oh, I need to add more water. And I got a little slice of lemon in it. But anyways, so yeah, I had to replace my tires, and that kind of costed, it wasn't very expensive. They tried to sell me on some expensive ass tires, and I'm like, dude, come on now. I got a Kia, and you can see the scuffs and all this type of stuff. So just give me some decent tires. I mean, he was trying hard too, and I'm like, no. So I got there, stayed there for almost a day, it seems. Did a little shopping, and I'm at TJ Maxx just to kind of check and see if they have some really great sales. And go from there. So make sure you comment, subscribe, like, and I appreciate that. And I will see you soon. Bye.